wanted to let you know we have about 25 people in the security line, so we're just trying to get some people through. We're going to try to start in 2 minutes, okay?
Good evening. Good evening. I am Miss Lang, the bona fide hall monitor and French teacher, and I would like to welcome you to the 2022 promotion ceremony here at Eliot Hine Middle School. Before I pass this mic on to our wonderful MCs for the night, Emmanuel Marina and Janiyah Gainey, I must announce that the following individuals, though they've worked very hard this year, will not be promoted. They are welcome to remain in their seats, but we ask that they not take attention from tonight's honorees. Miss Magrino, Miss Rose, Miss Giles, Mr. Burks, Miss Wilburn, Miss Azra Malashvili, Miss Angel, Mr. Udi, the entire 8th grade team, Miss Johnson, our wonderful staff as a whole, and especially Miss Lena, maybe some other time, just not tonight. Thank you for all of the families, caregivers, and community members who have pushed to this place of success. Through trailers, computer screens, and a year of post-COVID mandates, you've made it, and so have your children. With all of that out of the way, we know that the mic is working properly, the lighting is set to make everyone on the stage sweat, and there is a provisionary fire drill set for 9 p.m. if this program runs longer than expected. 8th graders, we all want to make sure that you are sure to silence your cell phones and turn on that blue light protector. 8th graders, welcome to your last and final run-through. This is the real thing. Congratulations. Without further ado, your hosts for the evening, Emmanuel Marina and Janiyah Gainey.
Good evening, students, staff, distinguished guests, family members, and friends. Welcome to the Eliot Hine School Year 2021-2022 8th grade promotional ceremony. My name is Emmanuel Marina, and I am happy to help host our special day.
Hello, my name is Janiyah Gainey, and I'll also be hosting the ceremony today, celebrating the 8th grade class and all of our hard work.
Achieving our goals this year was no easy task. We were excited to return to in-person learning following a year and a half of learning at home during the pandemic. Being together meant we would be able to see our friends, meet new people, learn in person with our teachers, and participate in sports and other activities.
So true, Emmanuel. Returning in-person learning also brought unique challenges. In facing challenges, we learned that Eliot Hine core values, excellence, responsibility, integrity, and community, were also the tools we needed to help us along the way and put us on a road of a successful future as we prepare to leave Eliot Hine.
Today, we celebrate the entire 8th grade class. We will also have special speakers and performers throughout the ceremony. Our first student speaker is our Salutatorian, Bailey Mason, followed by a poem from Luther Beckett. I'm here. Titled, It Couldn't Be Done by Edgar Albert Guest.
Good evening. Good evening, Principal Magrino, parents, teachers, family, friends, and fellow students. My name is Bailey Mason. On behalf of the graduating 8th grade class, I'd like to thank all of you for being here this evening. It is a great honor for me to be standing here in front of you. I will never forget the past 3 years and the time I spent here at Eliot Hine Middle School. I had a lot of fun returning to in-person school this year. I was able to hang out with my friends and participate in after-school clubs like bowling, archery, and other activities. This made up for the 2 years of virtual school and not being able to leave the house. Returning to school also allowed us to have fun, like going to the end of your trip and going out to prom. We wouldn't have been able to do these things without our families and our teachers. They gave us these opportunities which made this year more enjoyable. On behalf of my classmates, thank you all for your efforts and the support you have invested in us the past 3 years. A quote I heard once said, "The only time you should look back is to see how far you've come." We have all come a long way these past 3 years, and we all appreciate your support in achieving these accomplishments. We worked our way through the challenge of COVID, and I think we can all agree this was a huge achievement. We went through things like during virtual school, whether to be on camera or not, and then it was whether to wear a mask or not. These experiences just help us build character. They set us up for life is going to throw at us later. These struggles will make memories that will remind us of what we accomplished. They will last a lifetime. It is now time for all of us to continue with our lives and enter high school. This will be our last time here at Eliot Hine Middle School. We should reflect on all the memories that happened in the past 3 years of our lives and do the same to succeed in high school. Once again, congratulations to the 8th grade class of 2022. We appreciate all the awards that are given to us. Thank you all.
My name is Luther Beckett, and I'm reciting "It Couldn't Be Done" by Edgar Albert Guest. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one to hit it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one ever has done it." But he took off his coat, and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just starting to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it.
Thank you, Luther, for that inspiring poem.
Also, thank you, Bailey, for your insight and all you brought to our school in the 8th grade class.
As we stand here today, we are confident that each of us is rising to a new level. High school will bring us new challenges and new successes. Even though we are leaving each other, we can feel confident in knowing that the friends that we have made and the lessons that we have learned will always continue to be a part of us as we move forward.
That's right, Emmanuel. Today is a day to celebrate and be proud of what we have accomplished as middle schoolers. It's also a moment to be excited for the future lives that are ahead of us.
This year, the 8th graders added a new tradition to the ceremony and nominated and voted on a student speaker to address the class. This year, Finian Clapp will be sharing his insight. Oh, yeah.
Probably should have got a haircut. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. I'm honored to be on this stage with all these people that have accomplished so much at Eliot Hine and all the 8th graders that have also accomplished so much. Truth be told, I played video games for most of distance learning. I know I wasn't the only one. Even when we came back part-time in 7th grade and all of 8th grade, I often talked in class. My homework was sometimes late. I procrastinated a lot. This cannot be the message our school wants to send, but yeah, I'm here. My teachers are wondering why I'm up here as well. You may be wondering too. The fact is, my classmates chose me to speak. Maybe it was just to mess with me, but I hope it is because I made a lot of friends in my time at Eliot Hine. It wasn't easy for the Eliot Hine class of 2022 to build friendships. We started out 6th grade in those rickety trailers with a bubble tent that served both lunch and gym. Then we spent over a year doing online school. It wasn't until 8th grade that we got to move into this new building with an amazing outdoor space. Given all that, I think it wouldn't be surprising if we were not a close group, but I believe we are. For me, sports helped me make many of my middle school friends. I played about every sport except archery. Who would willingly give me a bow and arrow? We are a small school. We struggle to get enough players to field the team. But we always do. Thanks to kids who are willing to try out new sports and everyone that coached. Adults like Mr. Grenier, Miss Harris, Mr. Udi, Mr. X, and Mr. Guire. I would also like to thank Mr. Taylor for coaching and give him a happy birthday wherever he went. Mr. Taylor coached softball and girls soccer, 2 sports he knew nothing about. He looked like Bill Belichick on the soccer field. He also coached boys basketball, along with girls basketball, as well as Eastern High School basketball. So I think it's safe to say that Mr. Taylor contributed a lot to Eliot Hine, and I just want to thank him. Indoor track was fun. Every track meet we got out of school for most of the day, hanging out with friends. I might not be the fastest runner, but I was smart enough to join indoor track. And in basketball, we had a great year. This year, Amari Ashton helped us broke many DCIA records. He scored the most points on his own hoop ever. It only took him 2 shots to make it. But really, we had a great season. Don't feel bad, Amari. You're only in middle school. Jim Marshall returned a fumble the wrong way when he was in the NFL. Then he threw the ball into the crowd. I don't think it was that bad. I look forward to laughing about your shot when we're old, you know, in our 30s. Finally, there's baseball. Playing on our new field at Eliot Hine was a highlight. Our fans were extremely passionate. Avery A., who cannot be here tonight, he was one of our biggest fans. he managed to get ejected from a game that he was not in. You don't see that often. We appreciated everyone's support. And while I'm not here representing the academic excellence of Eliot Hine, I hope people view me as someone who loved my time at Eliot Hine, who took advantage of all the sports, and who made strong friendships. Muhammad Ali once said, "Friendship is not something you learn in school. But if you haven't learned anything, the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything." I feel lucky to have become friends with so many people from so many different parts of DC and so many different kids during my time at Eliot Hine. Not just in school, but also playing soccer, basketball, baseball, all the sports. I know many people also gained friends from playing sports, or through the band, Eliot Hine Network, Anime Club, Book Club, Fun Fridays, and all the other activities. As we head to many different high schools next year, I will miss not being with everyone, but I will continue to value our friendships. Thank you for the weird 3 years. Thank you for being my friends. And somebody please call me when Eliot Hine beats Deal at anything.
Our goal with this ceremony is to highlight the talents, insight, and diversity of our class. Following Finn's speech, we will hear a performance by a group of our talented peers, Amaya Bigsby, Demetri Richardson, and Zioni King. We'll be singing a song called Opportunity by Annie. Music by Greg Kersey, Asia Filler, and William Gluck. Please enjoy our student-nominated speaker, Finn Clapp, followed by our student performances.
Stop moving back. Wait, that's a lot of people. That is. Okay, don't think about it. Sorry, can we do it? I'm sorry. Oh, wait, no.
You got this.
I can't zone out. I'm gonna. Come on, do it.
Under the glow of the very bright light, turn my face towards the warm night sky. I'm not afraid of waiting. It's about 500 smiles. I used to think, what wouldn't I give a moment like this? This moment, this gift. Now look at me and this opportunity is staring right in front of me. And one thing I know is totally fight the cancer. I'm putting on my best show. Under the spotlight, I'm starting my life. Big dreams becoming real to life. So look at me and this opportunity. You're witnessing my moment, you see. My big opportunity. And now we're here, and it's time. 'Cause this is real, and it's all mine. I'm not afraid to fly. When it's about 500 smiles. Oh, I used to think, well, she used to think, but I wouldn't give, what wouldn't she give, for a moment like this, a moment like this. Now look at me and this opportunity is standing right in front of me. One thing I know, it's only part luck, and so I'm putting on my best show. Under the spotlight, big dreams becoming real tonight. So look at me and this opportunity. You're witnessing my moment, you see. My big opportunity. I won't waste it, I guarantee.
We should have practiced more. We should have practiced.
Thank you, Amaya, Simitra, and Zayani for that beautiful song. Also, thank you, Finn, for sharing your thoughts of the class.
In preparation for our next step forward to high school, we have all worked extremely hard to be in this position of success. There are some among us whose standards of excellence has truly demonstrated our Eliot Hine core values every day throughout their time in our community.
Please help me celebrate our next speaker and welcome on the stage Salutatorian, this year's Valedictorian.
Hello, my name is Sola Warchow. I would like to congratulate our class on getting to this point, as we have all done a lot leading up to it. We learned in trailers while our building was renovated until COVID hit. We all thought we'd see each other again in 2 weeks, and after a year and a half of Teams meeting classes, online assignments, and Wi-Fi going in and out, we made it back in person for 8th grade. It felt weird at first, seeing people's faces instead of their initials, wearing masks, and not being able to type answers in the chat box. However, I think we can all appreciate getting to know more people and seeing our friends. As we all go off to different high schools, we'll miss all our friends from middle school, but at least we can go in knowing that middle school has prepared us. Having more assignments taught us to prioritize and hopefully avoid procrastination. Group projects helped us communicate. And COVID, with all of its chaos, taught us to adapt when school changed in almost every way, in addition to improving our typing skills. Another good example of middle school preparing us for high school and beyond was the 8th grade community project. We were asked to pick a community and help them in some way. During this project, we learned how to plan out steps to get a big job done, how to make sure our goals were realistic so we could meet them, how to get peers involved, and how to make a difference. We were able to lead ourselves and in the process help our neighborhoods, fight for human rights, and make people happy through events, posters, social media, and donations. In addition to learning and getting prepared for high school, we also had a lot of fun in middle school with things like sports, recess, field trips, clubs and extracurriculars, and activities. We all have a lot of good memories, experiences, and friendships to look back on. To conclude, I would like to thank all of the teachers, staff, and family members that helped us get to this point, those here today to support us, and the students for working hard. Thank you.
Sola, what you and Bailey have accomplished shows us how hard working can help us achieve. Great job and congratulations on your academic achievements.
We will now celebrate other students who have demonstrated excellence, responsibility, integrity, and community academically, behaviorally, and through their leadership. Ms. Magrino will now present the ERIC Awards. Yeah.
Good evening. The first students we would like to recognize have already been introduced to you today and have shared with us already their reflections and words of wisdom for the future. Assistant Principal Douglas and Assistant Principal Wright will be helping me to celebrate the students that we call up today. And so the first two students that we'll be celebrating are our Salutatorian, Bailey Mason, and our Valedictorian, Solo Wachow. Solo and Bailey. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys to stay there. You can come over this way if you want to, but stay standing. We'd also like to recognize the next top 10 performers in the 8th grade class based upon class grades. For this award, grades from all 3 years were included to determine this ranking. I'd like to ask the following students, who are the next top 10 in the academic grades, to join us on stage. Sam Aronson, Luther Beckett, Avery Gamble, Sean Gladden Jr., Ailey Johnson, Ara Majin, Joshua McDaniel, Riley Mitchell, Mika Schulteis, and Andrew Smith. These students, I just want to note, in a normal year, it's a little bit, I think, easier to figure it all out. These students managed to be here even through the pandemic, right? So their learning at home grades counted, and they almost exclusively had straight A's in order to make it up here, which means they stayed very, very focused when they were learning at home. Thank you, scholars. You can go back and have a seat. Let's give them one more round of applause. Next, we would like to acknowledge a group of students who are receiving certificates of mastery for medical detective awards. Project Lead the Way is a national program for STEM education. Students enrolled in the IB Project Lead the Way Medical Detectives course work to master formal structures for problem solving in medical class. The first half of the course involves students learning about basic medical diagnostic skills like blood pressure, temperature, how the body works, and vital signs. Students use those skills to diagnose and create treatment plans for medical patients for both general health and neurological conditions. In this course, students applied their diagnostic skills to complete sheep brain dissections, analyzed effectiveness of antibiotics on bacterial infections, and solved disease outbreaks in local communities. This school year, several 8th grade scholars earned certificates of mastery for their outstanding academic performance in this class as medical detectives. Some of these students received awards in the first semester. I'm going to call out their names, but I'm going to ask that you just stand and then we'll acknowledge you, and then I'll have you sit back down in your seats. So these are students who earned this award in the first semester. Please stand. Tynesha Fields, Wesley Hanks, Jalen Jenkins, Ailey Johnson, Ara Majin, Bailey Mason, Karan Roberts, Amelia Thompson, and Angel Youssef. Great work to you, medical detectives. You may all be seated. The next group of students just completed their coursework in medical detectives for this last semester, and therefore we want to make sure that because they've mastered the diagnostic skills outlined in the IB course, they're recognized for it. Students, please come forward and receive your certificate of mastery. Kamori Balaam, Finian Clapp, Diallo Sekou, Samantha Aronson, Matthew Benton, Avery Gamble, Danielle Marshall, Samari Marshall, Arijua McCarter, Sumitra Richardson, Mika Schulteis, and Andrew Smith. Nice job. These are our future doctors and surgeons, neurologists, etc. Let's give them a big round of applause. We will now move on to the ERIC Awards. These awards recognize students who exemplify our core values: excellence, responsibility, integrity, and community. Students receiving these awards were nominated by the teachers and staff and students. When I announce the award, I would like the student who is announced to come to the stage, receive their award, and then remain on stage until all the ERIC awardees have been recognized. Our first award is for excellence. At Eliot Hine, we define excellence as participating fully, persevering through challenges, and commitment to constant reflection and revision as a process of growth. The Excellence Award goes to Sumitra Richardson. The next award is for responsibility. This student is consistently at school, in class, on time, prepared, and following instructions. The responsibility award goes to Ara Majin. For integrity. This student has proven to be a role model for his peers and consistently makes principled choices. The integrity award goes to Jalen Jenkins. The ERIC Award for Community celebrates a student that is kind to peers, contributes to a safe and positive physical and social emotional space, and dedicates time and energy to helping make our community better for everyone. The Community Award goes to Zayani King. We have seen so much growth in our students, and some students have worked hard, turned around grades, attendance, behavior, and/or a combination of all of these. This next award recognizes a student who has demonstrated hard work and incredible growth. The Most Improved Award goes to Amari Ashton. At Eliot Hine, we teach that everyone is a leader and that being a in our local community, and they've advocated for change in the broader community outside of school. We have 2 awardees for the Be the Change Awards, and they are Duran Bryant and Riley Mitchell. At Eliot Hine, our students have been developing these leadership skills, and we aim to help every student discover that they are a leader and can impact issues in their local communities and around the world. Today, we are recognizing a student who has consistently demonstrated an ability to take risks, speak his mind, lead through words and actions. The Lighthouse Award for Leadership goes to Avery Gamble. Avery has a little bit of a confused look on his face, but just so you all know, he was nominated by both staff and his peers and won for this award. For our final award, the Eagle Award recognizes a student who consistently demonstrates all 4 core values and has demonstrated these core values throughout their time at Eliot Hine. The Eagle Award goes to Ailey Johnson. Congratulations to all our ERIC Award winners. Take everything that you've learned and shown and take it with you to high school. Congratulations, everybody. You can be seated.
Congratulations to all our ERIC Award winners. You will carry this hard work and your accomplishments to high school. Because one of our 4 values is community, we decided that this year our keynote speaker should be a representative of our school community. The next voice that you will hear is a staff member that the class of 2022 chose to speak at our promotion. And the staff member was chosen because she is energetic, has high standards, helped us prepare our community projects, and creates a joyous space for us in the library. Please join us, our 2022 Student Choice Awards staff speakers, Ms. Rose. A warm welcome.
Spicy up here. All right. Greetings. Allow me to be the 19th person to welcome you to this incredible space this evening, and to again congratulate this wonderful and endlessly energetic class of 2022. You did it, y'all. My name is Miss Rose, and I have the sincere privilege of serving as Eliot Hine's school librarian, as well as an 8th grade advisor. I am honored and grateful for a chance to address this extraordinary group of young people as the student-nominated speaker this year. I'm equally humbled to be in the presence of the hundreds of family members, staff, teachers, and friends that have supported and shaped this class of 22. As I thought about what to say today, I was struck thinking about this 8th grade class's journey. In this room who knows exactly what y'all have been through. The world has thrown you some serious curveballs these last 3 years, but time and time again, you've stopped, readjusted, gotten your footing on shaky ground, and found a way forward to some beautiful destinations. I've watched you pull this off time and time again, whether from my place behind a computer screen during your 7th grade year, perched in the hallway every transition, or working with you in the library and your classes. I'm in awe of how you continue every day to readjust, adapt, and find a way forward. And allow me to get specific here. After finishing elementary school as tiny 6th grade babes, you charged forward into the majestic trailers that used to live on our Eliot Hine field. You began to learn just how this whole middle school thing worked, and just as you were getting the hang of it, March 2020 and a pandemic were upon us. You gathered your things and were told, hey, we'll probably be back in a few weeks. You adjusted. You found a way to finish your 6th grade year as joyfully as you could, all while managing the uncertainty of a world on lockdown and adults who had no clear answers for you. You readjusted, adapted, and you found a way forward. 7th grade began and then also ended behind a screen. You picked up your tablets, managed sharing Wi-Fi connections and chargers, and spaced with siblings and cousins and family members. You figured out your virtual schedule. You bared with adults figuring out how to put things on Canvas and call you in on Teams. You learned to respond in the chat when you somehow just couldn't figure out how to come off mute. Some of you came into the school as life began to allow. You constantly readjusted, adapted, and you found a way forward in a disconnected and strange space alongside your teachers and family. You readjusted, adapted, and you found your way forward. Then it was 8th grade, and weeks before school, we still couldn't tell you what the school year would look like. And then it was August 30th, and you quite literally came back many feet taller than we had last seen you 18 months before. We welcome you to a brand new building, and we asked you to be leaders. There were masks, hand sanitizer, and social distancing stickers. Pull your mask up. Could we share markers? Pull your mask up. Could we work at the same table? Which seat was my assigned lunch seat? Here, spit into this COVID test. Pull up your mask. Did you wipe down your chair? Pull up your mask. You readjusted, adapted, and you found a way forward. You had to learn how to be leaders in this space. You had to relearn what school was after a year and a half away from it in person. To shift back into an in-person academic mode, how to support each other in tough times, to weather losses, to keep up with work in quarantines. You had to relearn how to learn alongside 25 other students in a classroom and remember that sometimes you had to put your own needs on the back burner for the good of the group. You had to figure out how to literally navigate spaces with your much taller bodies that hadn't been around this many kids for almost a year and a half. You relearned how to advocate for yourselves, to ask for help if you need it, and to offer help to those who you saw struggling. You rejoined sports and clubs. You reforged relationships with your classmates and teachers. You learned about giving back to communities that you care about through your community projects. Some of you learned this along the way starting in November. Some of you waited till June to figure it out. But no matter what, you readjusted, adapted, and you found a way forward. And here you are, at your promotion. You have grown into an incredible group of young people. You are a community that accepts and celebrates each other. You seek to understand why things are the way they are and how to make them better. You are a group who can crack when you answered that call to readjust, adapt, and find a way forward. I suspect you also learned that life was too short to be anything but your authentically, perfectly imperfect selves. Continue to embrace that. And so as you head off to high school, yes, you will continue to need to readjust, adapt, and find a way forward, but your amazing track record after 3 of the most challenging years in recent history show that you are more than capable of this. You have everything you need to come out on top. So today, I challenge you to think about what you want to be true at the end of next year. How about 4 years from now, as you sit in your cap and gown at whatever high school will become your next home? How do you want to show up? What do you want to have learned? How do you want to be remembered? How will you help your families and friends and self continue to readjust, adapt, and find your way forward? Class of 2022, it has been an honor to grow and find a way forward with you this year. Should you ever need any single person in this room, you need only ask. And even if you don't reach back, we'll be there, cheering you on each step of the way. I cannot wait to continue to watch you blaze that trail forward, and I know that if you stay true to yourselves, the destinations you find at the end of your path will truly be something to behold. Congratulations, we love you, and we are so proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rose. We'll miss you.
Next, we will have two final student titled Solfeggiato in C minor by Carl Philip Emanuel Bach. Yeah, guys, come on.
Good evening, everyone. I will be reading the poem Let the Dream Continue by Robert Longley. Let's soar above the mountains and dance beneath the stars. Live the life we were made for, not just hanging out in cars. We are made for greater things, not all will understand. The chance to touch the future and hold her in your hand. Some things are left to dreams and wishes in your heart, yet knowing there's something bigger, that we're all apart. So let the dream continue and kindle with fire to push us on towards greatness that we all should aspire.
Thank you, Taiwan and Bailey, for those performances. We would also like to thank you, our guest, as well as our peers in our class for allowing Janiyah and me to MC for our 2022 class promotion. It was an honor for both of us.
It definitely was, Emmanuel. At this time, we would turn over to Ms. Magrino for her address, followed by the presentation of the class. I would like to ask Bailey, Sola, Finn, and Finn to join us, classmates, to our seats.
Thank you, Janiyah and Emmanuel, all of our speakers, our poems, and the beautiful performances. You are all amazing. So usually at promotion ceremonies, adults offer words of wisdom about what's to come and how you should approach your future. I thought that last year in virtual learning, it taught me everything I needed to know about change and challenge. But this year has taught me even more. I learned that we really don't know what could be right around the corner, and the future may be radically different than anything we're imagining. I do hope whatever is around the corner for you is even better than you can imagine. This year we've all worked hard and we've learned so much. You jumped back into in-person learning and had to be okay with sitting in a desk instead of on a couch, getting through a class without snacks, although some of you snuck the snacks anyway, and making it a whole day without your cell phone. You joined sports teams and won Eliot Hine a lot of awards. You engaged in different clubs and activities like book club and We the Girls. You completed your IB community projects, and you impressed us with your reflections. The year was not without its challenges. You taught us, the educators, a lot too this year, and we will be better educators for future students because of you. In my time at Eliot Hine, you are the first class that will be promoted from this beautifully renovated building and auditorium. All of these adults around you have watched you grow from 6th to 8th grade, and it has been an incredible transformation. I feel so disappointed that we missed over a year of our time with you in person, because you're really a lot of fun to be with. And despite some horse and carriage mishaps on our 8th grade trip, it was so fulfilling to see you all smile, play, and build closer friendships with one another. You are my motivation to work hard as a principal, and I know the staff and teachers feel the same way. You are really that special, and going through these 3 crazy years filled with so many unexpected experiences with you makes you that much more special. I had the opportunity to watch your community project presentations. You guys saw me hanging out on the balcony up there. And here's what I know. We may not know what the future holds, but I know that as adults, we're in good hands with you as our leaders. And you don't even need to wait until you're all grown up to start changing the community or the world. You're already doing it. You've already shown us that you think big, you take risks, and you have solutions. Be confident and keep pushing yourself to lead, because then no matter what the future brings, you'll be in a position to always make it better for yourself and for your community. Most assuredly, when you think back to middle school, you will always remember this time. You'll remember masks, social distancing, hand sanitizer, the trailers, the new building, new sports fields and jerseys, and hopefully lasting friendships and relationships. You will remember all of this because it's been unique and it's been challenging, and it required you to really push yourselves and grow. I hope that you also remember the problems that you solved in math, the languages you spoke, the history you critically analyzed, the art you created, the complex text you read, the computer programs you coded, the interviews you recorded, and the questions you investigated in science. We may not know exactly what the future will be, but you've proven that you can do all of this and even more when faced with unprecedented challenges. This will serve you all well in high school and beyond. More than anything, though, I hope that when you think about your time at Eliot Hine, I hope you know that you were loved, that I care about you, that so many adults here want the very best for you, and that Eliot Hine is always a home for you to come back to. So as you go off and discover whatever this crazy world has in store for you, be your true self, use your power for good, and know that you are loved. And go make your future whatever you want it to be. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves. On behalf of all of the staff, teachers, and the teachers, congratulations on your promotion to high school. I would like to welcome Ms. Lang up so that we can present the class of 2022.
Samantha Aronson. Jakari Allen. Kenyon Austin. Kyrie Austin. Amari Ashton. Kamori Balaam. Cernaya Ballard. Ricardo Banks. Matthew Benton. Amaya Bixby. Jonathan Borden. Jakor Braxton. Faith Brown. Zaire Brown. Aaliyah Bryant. Duron Bryant. Jordan Bynum. Lucas Campbell. Zamari Campbell. Anasia Chambers. Emma Crookshanks. Christopher Crossland. Janera Davis. John Carlos de la Cruz Hernandez. Renata Drapin. Jermaine Durbin. Tynesha Fields. Imani Fogel. Eric Foster L. DeAnthony French. Alphonsa Gaither. Avery Gamble. Jakari Gaston. Jalil Gaston. Sean Gladden, Jr. Andrew Graham. Neasia Gray. Marquette Green. Tyler Green. Wesley Hanks. Trayshawn Isaac. London Jackson. Jalen Jenkins. Ailey Johnson. Jamarco Johnson. Aaliyah Jones. Michaela Jones. Armani Jones Coleman. Mikkel King. Zayani King. Kenneth Cottrell. Rakaya Lucas Gladney. Arav Majeen. Nicholas Mangum. Danielle Marshall. Samari Marshall. Shamar Marshall. Marnay Martin. Arijua McCarter. Joshua McDaniel. Angel Myler. Cartier Miller. Riley Mitchell. Jaden Montgomery. Messiah Montgomery. Janesha Moore. Anjola Oluwa Okanola. Javon Outlaw. Nuri Parker. Breon Pilu. Justin Proctor. Daquan Ratliff. Sumitra Richardson. Tevin Richardson. King Riley. Nishela Roberson. Karan Roberts. Rajane Robinson. Mika Schulteis. Diallo Siku. Huckle Shea. Andrew Smith. Ayana Spears. Dakayla Sidnor. Kamira Terrell. Ajaya Thomas. Amelia Thompson. Caleb Torrance. Janaya Gainey. Taiwan King Jr. Solo Warchoff. Binion Clapp. Vernon Walker. Kennard White. Crystal Williams. Jemiah Robinson. Derek Williams. Angel Youssef. Emmanuel Marina. Bailey Mason. Luther Beckett.
Eighth graders, will you please rise? Families and guests. We still got to make it official, everybody. Here we go. Families and guests, I have the honor to present to you these candidates for promotion from Eliot Hine Middle School for the school year 2022. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the District of Columbia Public Schools, the Office of the State Superintendent of Education, and the International Baccalaureate Program, and are eligible for promotion to high school. Before we leave, I just wanted to say a few thank yous. I wanted to say a heartfelt thank you to our two assistant principals, Ms. Douglas and Ms. Wright, as well as our Director of Operations, Dr. Morgan. Without them, this year would not have happened, and I'm lucky to have them by my side every day. To all of the family and friends here tonight, thank you for being a support system for your children and for us. The past 3 years and bringing students back in person couldn't have happened without your collaboration. And of course, I need to acknowledge the people making magic happen every day, our teachers, mental health providers, behavior technicians, support staff, and operations team. You work tirelessly for our students' success. To the students, we're so glad you are a part of our story here and you've left your mark forever. The students are going to leave in a recessional, and we ask the guests to remain in your seat until our new high schoolers have completed that. They will meet you downstairs in the convocation, which means a gathering of eagles, for reception and cake. Congratulations, class of 2022.
You